Imagine a world where the power grid fails, not with a bang, but with a silent, permanent hum. And you are the one who realizes it. In a small town, everyone knows your name, your secrets, and exactly how many cans of beans you have in your pantry. You are thrust into Small Town EMP, only to find that surviving the collapse isn't just about having a generator, but about navigating the complex social web of neighbors who suddenly view your preparedness as a threat to their survival. But when you discover that maintaining order in a powerless world isn't about hiding behind locked doors, but about outmaneuvering desperate locals and roaming bands who view your community as a target-rich environment, you realize that safety isn't given. It's seized through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Small Town EMP, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic 6-book series in Grace Hamilton's post-apocalyptic thriller saga. If you love community survival tropes, realistic prepping, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of human resilience. The narrative kicks off with the moment the lights go out, thrusting our protagonist into a race against time to secure their family and resources before the initial panic turns into organized chaos. The atmosphere is thick with the silence of dead electronics, the static of dying radios, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are left alone in the dark. Hamilton excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal displacement. At the core of the series' massive appeal is its spectacular survivor-hero trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting raiders, it's about understanding the complex ecology of a collapsed society, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Small Town EMP lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax across the 6 books, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major horde or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Small Town EMP is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive.
Grace Hamilton has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.